Hello, hello. We are back to talk about example 2, but first we need to talk about some other vocabulary terms. So the first one is segment or line segment. A segment is a part of a line consisting of 2 points and all of the points in between them. So here we have a line segment right there, A and B. And you could write that as a symbol as AB with a line segment like that. And notice that it doesn't go forever and ever in each way, okay? It just stops, and it stops there. And that's exactly what happens with a line segment. Or you could go BA with the little line segment right there. So those would be the symbols for line segment AB. Okay, let's talk about the next one. The next one is endpoint. An endpoint is a point at the end of a segment or the starting point of a ray, which we'll talk about in a second. So the endpoints here are the end of the segment. So it would just be an endpoint would be point C and point D. Those are both endpoints. Okay? Okay, let's talk about the next. The next one is a ray. A ray is a part of a line that it starts at an endpoint and extends forever in one direction, but not two. A line extends in two directions, and a ray just extends in one direction. I always like making the symbols for rays. I think they're kind of fun. A little bit, I don't know. Okay, so this is a ray, RS. It has an endpoint of R, and it goes forever and ever in the direction of S. So we would write that all like this, RS. And when we do the little ray on top, it has to correspond with what's happening here. So the endpoint is at R. So that means the endpoint is at R, and it goes forever and ever in the S direction, like that. Or if we wrote it like this, we could have it SR, and R is the endpoint, and it goes forever and ever in the direction of S. So yeah, that's it. Okay, this is something that we will refer back to, this vocabulary term of opposite rays. Opposite rays are two rays that have a common endpoint and form a line. So here, this is one ray, EG, and then another ray would be EF. So they have a common endpoint of E, and this one goes forever and ever in the direction of G. This has a common endpoint of E and goes forever and ever in the direction of F. And you put them together, they're opposite rays, they actually end up forming a line. So two rays that have a common endpoint and form a line are called opposite rays. All right, let's go on to example 2. So we're going to be drawing segments and rays. So the first thing we need to draw is just a segment with endpoints M and N. So a segment, so like a line segment. So I'm just going to draw a line segment like this. And I'm going to have an endpoint, and I'm going to call it M and N. And there you go. Or I could be a little bit more creative and make some type of slanted thing and call it M and N. Yeah, either would be okay. All right, let's go and do B. Opposite rays with a common endpoint T. Okay, opposite rays. So we're going to be doing something like this. Has a common endpoint T. So here we go. Here's my common endpoint T. And there's going to be one ray that's going to go this way. And there's going to be another ray that's going in the opposite direction. That's like that. And it forms a straight line. It's maybe a little tilted line, but that's okay. It's still a line. Straight line. All right. Check it out. Example 2. Draw and label a ray with endpoint M that contains N. Okay, so we're doing an array, and that we know that the endpoint is M. So, oops, sorry about that. Kind of made that shake. Okay, our endpoint is M, and then it's a ray, and it contains the point N. So you could write it like that, or, you know, you can make it kind of diagonal that way. The endpoint is M, and it contains N. Just two different ways you could write the same thing. All right, perfect. All right, great job on example 2. We'll see in a little bit for example 3.